What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX. We are live with a video about a niche haul. Basically. This was a niche haul. I went nuts, man. I bought a bunch of niche fragrances, some of which I've had on my radar for quite some time. I'm sure, like a lot of you guys, I keep a list of fragrances that I really want to pick up. I generally speaking like to sample these fragrances first, as I recommend a lot of you guys do so. I do so mostly from either going into Neiman's or Saks and sniffing them, or going through fragrancedecantboutique.com, which you can also do, and I recommend them highly. You can use code AROMATIX if you want to save some money, 10% off actually, of a lot of decants. So a lot of these fragrances you can actually sample first, which I recommend highly. We're only going to be talking about a few of them, but in fact, I've spent a lot, okay? And quite a few of them is like Herba Gold. I'm not going to be talking about that in this video. It's going to be in another actual video, not a live stream. And then also New Harlem by Bond Number 9. I wanted to see what the fuss was all about. That's going to be coming to a video very soon, very soon. I hope you guys are doing well. What up, Hidden Gems? What's up, chat? How are you guys doing today? Today's scent of the day was Bois 1920. What is it called? Aqua Agrumi, or Agrumi Aqua di Sicilia. That's what it was. A very nice, natural smelling, freshy, Italian freshy fragrance. I think it's a very staple type of fragrance in every man's collection. You guys should check that one out. I'll put a couple of links for that fragrance down in the description, where you can find it the cheapest right now. It's not even that expensive. It's in the same realm or price range as something like a discounted Mancera. So it's a really good one too. Refreshing, crisp. As it dries down, it gives you this jasmine vibe. There isn't any jasmine listed in the notes, but I definitely did get this jasmine accord. Very refined, polished, grown man's gentleman fresh fragrance that smells pretty natural. What up, Chino? What up, Hidden Gems? How you guys doing? Aloha, Hawaiian Punch. How you doing, bro? Armin, good to see you. Andy, yo. How you guys doing? What's up, Madden? How you doing, brother? Notary Giant, good night, brother. How are you? Lataf's Amethyst. That's what's up. So a couple of fragrances we're going to be talking about include Xerjoff's Tony Iommi. Okay, forgive me. And then we've also got the Mefisto, the original from Xerjoff as well. And some Desir Toxic fragrances that I unboxed today on the shorts. We've got the brand new Desir Toxic L'Intense. We've also got Red Colorado, and one of their best ones, it's also in that natural fragrance for summertime realm, which is Gin Tonic. But the presentation on this is absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and start off with this brand. You can find some of these fragrances on discounters, but with like Desir Toxic, you can't. I do have a code with them. It's AROMATIX if you're inclined to trying them or picking them up. I don't know if they sell samples, but it's AROMATIX, obviously, on Micallef. We'll get into that in a second, but this presentation is crazy. So it says Gin and Tonic, Micallef, anytime, anywhere. What up, Nick? How you doing, bro? And on the inside, you get this very like descriptive. This is how you make some gin tonic, basically. It's giving you some directions and whatever. I have this placed backwards, but as I got it, it had this nice pouch in there, Micallef, and it says art and perfume. Inside this pouch, you get a whole damn kit, man. This is crazy. I don't drink, but this is actually really, really cool. So you get this shaker. You also get whatever this is. I guess it's like a masher for fruits, I guess. And then this coil looking thing and spoon. I don't know, man, but it's cool. Okay, it's cool. It is what it is. And then I was like, okay, so that's it. And then you got that, and in this drawer rests the fragrance. So A+ on presentation. A+ on presentation. The whole box has their design, their embossing all around it. Yeah, this is crazy stuff. An excellent gift if you guys are looking for a gift. And the scent profile of something like this, you can't hate it, man. It smells like tonic water along with some citruses and a little bit of an herbal kick somewhere in the mid of this fragrance. You do have to like aromatic fragrances because, like I said, it does have something aromatic that's pretty prominent. Let me show you guys the note breakdown of something like this. It would include, let's look at it really quick. And here it is. So this is Gin Tonic's note breakdown. What up, Benjamin? So we get Lily of the Valley, tonic water, lime, gin, also that bigarad, which is a family of like citruses, etc. Peppermint, ginger, some orange blossom, cypriol, nutmeg, moss, vetiver. I mean, you guys see there's a lot here. I definitely get an aromatic note that's likely to be rosemary or a combination of like rosemary and peppermint, regardless of the fact that it's not actually listed here. But as you can see, it is also a main accord as well. You know, per fragrantica, really. So other people that have sniffed this fragrance. So gin in itself is, there you go. It gives you that juniper berry vibe of notes. So really good, cool, refreshing fragrance. I haven't had a full day's wear yet, but I did have an extensive testing, first impressions, etc. And I'm here to share that with you. It's basically this wine cooler gin tonic. It smells refreshing, man. It's very hard to dislike, but like I said, it does have a hefty herbal vibe to it as it starts to dry down, that if you're not into aromatic fragrances might be a kind of, you know, challenging to get into. For me personally, though, I absolutely freaking love that fragrance, hence the name aromatics. I love aromatics in a lot of fragrances. So that's the first one, gin and tonic. Excellent fragrance. And it's actually crazy because, well, it's not that crazy, but it's related to a family of fragrances to the fragrance that I wore today, which was that Bois 1920. And that's actually how they pronounced it. I know a lot of people are going to be tempted to say like Bois, whatever, but that's the owner. Like they told me that's how it's pronounced, Bois 1920. So the main differences would be that's more of a subtle aromatic. It doesn't really have anything that's protruding. It also has like that white floral vibe, whereas this one has that protruding aromatic vibe that starts to shine through the mid of the fragrance, basically. So that's the first fragrance. Let's see what the chat's on about. Auntie, I've spent around $120 on Blue Laverne Bahoud, and it's eating me away because I'm afraid of... it's not the worst fragrance, bro. It just, for me personally, it smelled a lot like, it smells like a waterier or juicier version of Imperial Valley. Did you get it yet? If you haven't gotten it yet, it's not a bad fragrance by any means. It's like this Bahoud version of Imperial Valley. So I wouldn't be too bummed out, but that is the name of the game, especially with blind buys. It's a little bit hard. I haven't made a video on that fragrance, but whenever somebody has asked me about it, that's exactly what I say. I'm wearing Milano by Fragrance du Bois, layered with Bacio Emertel by Argos. Greatest fragrance ever. That's what's up, man. Boys. Yeah. Greetings from Germany, 3 a.m. over here. That's what's up, man. Going for a walk now. Hey, not in the States, you don't. Not at 3 a.m. Have you tried Maison Lambra's Cassius? It's a clone of Carlisle. I have, but it's not that strong. It's not a bad clone, but it's like one of the weaker ones. But I mean, it's not that bad. Barouge Perlador is much better, or even Carlisle by Fragrance Worlds is a bit stronger than that. All of the PDM ones from Maison Lambra were pretty weak for me personally. Have I tried Ambassador? Yes, that is the only one that I liked was the original. The new one smelled just like straight up Sauvage. Like it was absolutely nothing new, and everything else I didn't really care for. Intense, etc. No. Invicto Victorious Elixir or Epoque Artistique? For me, to be honest, bro, I feel like Epoque Artistique is all around a different, slightly different fragrance. It doesn't really focus too much on the earthiness of the patchouli. So it's more of like a twist of that DNA, much more amber woods and vanilla. Whereas Invicto Victorious Elixir does get that patchouli. So really, it's up to you which one you enjoy more. 5 a.m. here in Abu Dhabi. Hala wallah. You're having suhoor right now, huh? Happy Eid, guys. Yeah, it's in like 2 days. Wednesday, we're celebrating it here. One of the best Silver Mountain water clones is Rasasi's Al Wissam Day. It has a little bit of a twist that I enjoy the most. Hey, what up, Vicky? That's what's up. I'm glad you made it. Marco, how you doing, brother? What would I pick? Al Rai or Axon Intense? Oof. Al Rai is going to be easier to wear. Axon Intense is going to be sweeter and less versatile. So there you go. Can I wear Nishani Ani X in the summer? Maybe summer nights. Yeah, summer nights you could. Aruba. What's up, Gio? How you doing, brother? What up, brown boy? How are you? Any fragrances similar scent profile to Gris Charnel and Musk Therapy? Those are both very different, bro. Oh, you're asking me about each one individually. Does it need to be a clone? So Gris Charnel, there's that Francique fragrance, right? There's an actual clone of it. There's also that Liam Grey by Latafa, which I have not tested that one, though. And Musk Therapy is going to be The Clone Wars coming in 2 days, you guys. It's going to be Neroli Portofino. However, for musk therapy, that's going to be the next one I record. For me personally, the most enjoyable one is going to be Intro Ivory Musk. I'm not going to give you guys exactly which one's closest yet, okay? But usually the one that I like the most isn't going to be 100% the closest because I like twists. I like twists more than I do clones, okay? So shout out to Fraghead Philippines. Love you guys. Love you guys, man. Is our milestone a good signature scent for summer? First off, I think it's a good summer fragrance. Yeah. If you like it enough to wear it every day, then absolutely you can get away with signature scenting that, bro. Whatever you're comfortable with is going to be the best signature scent for you because it's going to make you be the best of you, basically. Whatever you feel the most confident in, signature scent that, period. And if it starts to take away confidence, then start to consider maybe it's the weather, maybe it's whatever, whatever. If you feel like it's not the appropriate time to wear it, could just be the weather. Have I tried the Night by F.A. Paris? I think I tried the Fire. The Fire was a really good one. I don't know about the Night. I can go for a walk at 3 a.m. where I live. Hey, man, that's what's up, man. Bro, I watched your video. I'm definitely buying the Shadow Fragrance World. You sold me. Bro, it's an excellent fragrance. The first 2 weeks, it was like mid-performance, but after I got, like 2 weeks later, got that compliment, and it's absolutely enormous in projection. Just be careful because for me personally, I went nose blind. I got that compliment at like hour 8 or whatever. And then the next day, I could actually smell it on clothing. So let's go ahead and get back into the video, and I'll answer a lot more questions at the end of the video, guys. So just to make it a little bit easier for people who are watching later on. So the next fragrance that we're going to jump into, let's just go through the Micallef fragrances a little bit quicker so we can get into the final two. So Red Colorado is the next one, and box presentation for something like this, it looks like the Desir Toxic, just Red Colorado. So here it is, okay? Heavy box. It's a nice one. Okay, so this one is described as a woody aromatic fragrance. Let's take a look together. Here it is, Desir Toxic, or Red Colorado, my apologies. So this one has notes of leather, cypress, pine, fir. And I mean, that's the best way to describe this. Is super raunchy, earthy, lumberjack vibes. That's as simple as it is. Lumberjack vibes. If you guys like the family of fragrances of something like the old school Burberry London. Okay, this doesn't smell like Burberry London, but if you like that family, you're going to absolutely love this one. The fir is so dense in this fragrance. It smells almost like you're like resins dripping of just straight up tree sap. And it smells amazing. It smells amazing in that regards. So if you're looking for a warm, piney, lumberjack, I get the slightly spiced, maybe cinnamon undertone, although there isn't really any cinnamon here. I get a cinnamon accord, likely to do with some, I don't know, the woods and fir combination, but it smells extremely lumberjack. What it's doing is excellent. And to be honest with you guys, I haven't really gotten my nose on anything this strong in that woodsy climate of fragrances since something like Burberry London, before the IFRA regulated some of that Opopanax. Opopanax is a very pungent, strong, earthy note that kind of resembles a lot of like fir, etc., pine, cypress. And throughout the years, it was studied a little bit more. And the IFRA, there are the people who regulate some of the oils, etc., found that it has some like harmful effects to people, whatever, all that good stuff. It's important, I suppose. It is. And so this reminds me of that era of fragrances that used to do that raunchy, earthy nature of fragrances. So if that's what you're looking for, or if that's what you've been looking for, this is going to satisfy that craving, that itch that I have personally had since Burberry London. I personally haven't gotten anything that has that just straight up lumberjack vibes till this fragrance. Another fragrance that reminds me of a similar vibe, considering the combination of like osmanthus, some cinnamon, etc., the woody nature of, and realistically, a cinnamon comes from like bark, essentially. So it's going to give you woody undertones to the top of a spice. So I put that in a similar family, something like Wajan, as like Burberry London, without actually going to that full earthy note. So this is a category of those types of fragrances. An excellent one if you enjoy those. It can be polarizing if you don't enjoy what I described. That's the best way I could describe this fragrance. Extremely woody, extremely earthy, piney, cypress, pungent woods. Simple as that. Lumberjack vibes, hands down. One of the better ones, and extremely like there is no left or right with this. There is no center in this fragrance. I mean, it's straight up just like all the way of what it's doing. So in its realm, it's an excellent fragrance. Smells expensive as well. Smells expensive. The leather dry down doesn't really start to creep in until a little bit later. But I mean, the contrast or the how dense this fragrance goes or how strong it goes in a realm like similar to Amouage Interlude. I'm not talking about how it smells. It doesn't smell like Interlude, but you know how Interlude is like a 10 punch, like intensity. The intensity of this fragrance is at an absolute 10. And with Amouage, the intensity I would say is also at a 10. So that's how intense this fragrance is. So there you go. That's Red Colorado. Let's move on to the next fragrance, and then I'll take some questions after this next fragrance. The next one is called Desir Toxic L'Intense. So this is their newest release. It's not even on it's not on Fragrantica for whatever reason, but this one, it takes the Desir Toxic and kind of makes it a night version. Some of the notes include bergamot, saffron, cardamom, lemon, and then in that, where is it? Oh, there it is. Ha. So this is what it looks like. And then in that mid, we've got mint, cinnamon, tonka bean, blackcurrant, and in the base, there's that cannabis, musk, moss, and patchouli. So we have Thierry Romeo, who is the nose of this fragrance, and this smells fantastic, man. It's a much spicier version of Desir Toxic, the original. I personally love the original, and I feel like a lot of people are going to, it's a much more of a mass appealing fragrance, the original. This one, however, intensifies the spice, man. It almost literally turns it into like this spicy, and I'm talking capsaicin spicy, like, you know, you ate something spicy. And that's what it basically does. The cannabis also, you can detect, like, it doesn't smell like skunky oud or skunky weed or anything like that. It just has like this earthy, herbal, you do get slight bit of that weed vibe, but it smells much more tame than something like of straight up weed. So that's the whole addictive nature of this fragrance coming from that cannabis. It smells really good. It smells really good, but it's extremely niche. Just like Red Colorado, it's very in your face. Their fragrances pack a punch. The one that packs the least punch, and it's going to be the most accepted and easiest, is going to be Gin Tonic. And also Gin Tonic is GN Tonic. But excellent fragrances. I love all of these. I think that the most unique, honestly, Red Colorado and Desir Toxic L'intense, I have never smelled anything like it. And to be honest with you guys, I got a lot of comparisons or saw a lot of comparisons of Desir Toxic, the original, being like latent. I don't personally see it. They're completely different fragrances. A lot of their fragrances are very unique. I haven't smelled anything like these. And you guys know if I have, I'll tell you. I've smelled this smells like it. This smells similar to it, just as I would give you references to other fragrances exactly like that. So let's see. All right, let's take some questions. Heard a lot of good stuff. Yeah, so the last two that we were discussing, Desir Toxic L'Intense, is absolutely going to be like, I think you can get away with this in like spring nights, maybe summer nights, but I would be cautious of wearing that during the summer nights. Red Colorado, this is lumberjack vibes. I mean, spring nights or like fall day and winter day, also nights for those seasons as well. Yeah, those are really good. But even wet weather, rainy days, those are going to be excellent fragrances. This one can do just fine in the spring and summertime, even during the fall time. But I would really go for something else other than this during the fall time. The reason I say fall time is because the aromatic nature of this makes it last or protrude. I shouldn't say last, I haven't worn it yet. Makes it project a little bit more than most freshies. And that's usually the case. If you find a freshie that has something aromatic, herbal, or green, it's going to project more. And generally speaking, it'll last more because those green notes, they tend to linger for a while, definitely. So here we go. Brown Boy says, Gin Tonic lasts about 6 hours on me. That's as to be expected with a scent profile like that, but smells good. That's what's up, man. Apple Orchard, God willing one day. Apple Brandy, okay. On Elderam, I get a minimum of, I would say a maximum of about 7 hours, but for the scent profile, it's an excellent cheapie. Is Lafayette Street a compliment getting fragrance? As an office scent, yes. Speaking of Lafayette Street, you guys, this is the best inspo right now. It's called Grandeur, New York Avenue. Yeah, New York Avenue. This is Lafayette Street inspo. It's one of the best ones. I think Best Brands Perfume has it. code AROMATIX, and you can save. Best Brands Perfume. Who else has this fragrance? I'm not sure, but check that one out. It's hands down the best one. I've been saving this for some time until it finally came in stock. And yeah, Lafayette Street. Yeah, it's a good one. A really good one. So it's just like classic spicy men's, like it's an excellent fragrance for sure. Gets compliments as an office fragrance, of course. Best masculine long-lasting fragrance, preferably a hidden gem. Masculine long-lasting fragrance. Masculine long-lasting. You're probably going to be looking at something in the niche territory, and at that realm, you really have a lot. So, I mean, it depends on your taste. There's Jebel al-Lawz by Arabian Oud. That's a straight up earthy tobacco. It's like a wet tobacco leaf that almost has a texture of leather. That's long lasting. You've got fragrances like Wajan. It's osmanthus, some earthy cinnamon, along with some sweet dry down. Amouage Royal Tobacco. So it depends on how masculine you want to go. Honey Oud by Montal is also a great one, long lasting as well. But you want something that's a bit more of a hidden gem. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be thinking about that. Well, for me personally, Soleil Brûlant. Not many people rock this one. It's by Tom Ford. It's an excellent orange blossom fragrance, which now is starting to get a lot more love. A lot of people are starting to trend into the whole orange blossom fragrances. However, this has black honey in it, so it's got like this super syrupy, tarry black honey. And I actually have had black honey in person, and it's quite photorealistic in that nature. I've gotten a lot of compliments on Soleil Brûlant. Try that one. Wear it. Go to Neiman's. You don't even have to like try it or buy a sample. Rock it though. Give it a chance and see how it rocks. But it's more of like a spring night, fall, day, night, and winter. It's not going to be that well for the summertime. All right. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Can you drop 3 good summer designer fragrances? Okay. With good longevity and good compliments. Absolutely. There is, believe it or not, this is one of the cheapy ones, in my opinion. It's gotten me a lot of, not in my opinion, factually has gotten me a lot of compliments. It's Uomo Casual Life by Salvatore Ferragamo. Another one is going to be, where is it? Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Chanel Allure Homme, Allure Homme Sport Edition Blanche. That one is by far the most complimented one for me personally. And also Dior Homme Cologne. Dior Homme Cologne for me personally has gotten me a lot of compliments. But I've also gotten compliments wearing something like Polo Red Eau de Parfum, not even the Parfum version. Parfum, I've been rocking it relatively recently. But the Eau de Parfum has like that blood orange, very addicting, juicy, but a great fragrance and relatively affordable. Another affordable one, man, that's gotten me compliments as well is L1212 Blanco Fresh. It was in my video today about fragrances that I will never stop recommending. Genuinely has got me a lot of compliments. And love it or hate it, man. And I'm usually the one that's hating on it. Nautica Voyage has got me compliments, man. But I rock the hell out of that one, man. And nowadays, there's a lot of fragrances that are better that'll get you compliments and do exactly that. I don't blame you, Chino. I don't blame you, Chino. I'm sorry, bro. I'm definitely getting the shadow from your fragrance world, just going off your recommendation. If you like Ombre Nomad, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. I have a full-length video coming out, a review to actually go into depth on that fragrance. And like I said in that video as well, it's going to be something that I always have in my collection. I'm not going to buy the original, period. I even went and sniffed it. It's just too simple, man. I grew up with those fragrances, those scents personally. I'm not going to say it's a bad fragrance by any means, but it's just not for me. Also, by the way, guys, this is a one that I wore 2 days ago. Okay, so I'm going to be working on making the video for all of the Bin Sheikh type fragrances from Ahmed Al-Maghribi, which I've been diving into for a long time, by the way. Ahmed Al-Maghribi, I covered them about 2 years ago. And initially speaking, a lot of people were telling me that it's one of the most unique Middle Eastern niche houses. And so when I got into it, I was expecting something completely unique. And then I found that a lot of them are inspired by. However, it's like, for me personally, like the Parfums de Marly world of inspired by. It's like the fragrance brand that bridges the gap between the whole cheapies and the actual niche. So highest quality, low inspo brand, that's Ahmed Al-Maghribi, and they do a phenomenal job. And some of their fragrances are actually, all of their fragrances are worth the money, but these are the higher end ones. And they're the higher end ones. Sadiq I wore about 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? You guys, this is such an underrated gem. Not many people have even really said anything about this. Here you go, for the gentleman looking for an underrated gem. I don't even know if it's available right now. So it's called Sadiq by Ahmed Al-Maghribi. It's basically this coconut cream, herba pura, freshy. It's absolutely intoxicating. The scent trail of this entire day, I was getting wafts of this. It's like if Musk Therapy had a baby with coconut cream and herba pura. An excellent fragrance, Sadiq. I loved rocking this one. And this is the last one that I'm going to be wearing before I do the full reviews, but I have an idea of what this smells like. And this is called Bin Amir. The last one is Bin Sheikh. If you guys, we'll talk about that in that video. Hey, God bless you for the super chat, Mr. Ace. I don't have any Barara King, so I'm sorry to let you down with that answer, bro, but I don't have it. Try Smoking Cherry. I think you'll like it. Himanshu, I believe, although I said that this one, let me show you, Just Anabi is Electric Cherry. I believe this is, in fact, Smoking Cherry. And it's more so in the mid to dry down that I detected the whole smoky nuance. In the top, it's like this fresh snow cone, cherry snow cone. So I thought it was electric cherry, but then I compared it with their actual electric cherry inspo, which is called Irida Extrait. Irida Extrait is electric cherry. And Just Anabi seems to dry down a bit more ambery and smoky. So I feel like this is going to be the smoke cherry, electric cherry, Irida. So there you have it. That's what I think. Also, I revisited relatively recently. I think it was like 3 days ago. I was sampling a lot of my fragrances. Oud Lavender. This is a fragrance that when I initially sniffed, I was confused because of the name, right? You're going to see oud and lavender. You're going to expect something completely different. I expected something completely different. I expected an oudi fragrance, etc. And a lot of people were talking about it like it's the best thing under the sun. And at the time, I wasn't really into herba pura. It was very screechy, synthetic, etc. And as I started to really sniff a lot of summer fragrances, considering the fact of the climates that I live in, it's not really that warm, you guys. So I don't tend to reach for fragrances like that. But in the last year, year and a half, I've been traveling a lot, specifically Dubai, Saudi, etc., hotter climates. And I've been finding myself reaching more for those types of fragrances. And I actually started to really appreciate herba pura. I'm not going to say that I actually like love it or anything. I don't love it. I just appreciate it. I can see it in a different light now. And along with like herba gold, as in fact, I love herba gold. Tiziana Terenzi's Kirke, at one point in time, I really didn't like it. Now I actually enjoy it. And oud lavender is actually Accento inspired by. When I saw it in that light, I'm actually extremely impressed with how this one smells in comparison to what I was expecting, though. If you go into this expecting oud and lavender, you're going to be like, what the hell? But Accento by Xerjoff, the unbelievable quality, niche quality stuff right there. So I just thought that that was pretty interesting, and I thought I would share that with you guys as well. Prada Ocean Le Parfum. So I just recorded a new release video. I should be posting within the next 24 hours. I'm going to be picking that bad boy up tomorrow. I just bought it from Macy's for pickup tomorrow. So we'll find out together, bro. I like original over clones or inspired buys just because it's someone's. I like original over. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Himanshu, however, a lot of the originals in itself, originals are also inspired by in a lot of cases, but there are certain cases where they're not. I personally think that a lot of houses still have originals, honestly, like Red Colorado, Desir Toxic. These are pretty original, along with like, if, you know, that's a lot of it is, there's only so many combinations, man, but inspired buys are more common than one would assume or think. Is Qissa Capri and Calabria highest quality on fragrances, or should I go with Arabian Oud? Qissa's okay. Qissa's okay. I like Arabian Oud a lot. But Qissa Capri is really good too. It's very strong and long lasting as well. Tafari. I have the old formulation, and you like the wet woods oak mossy vibe. I believe there are two of them that are closer to that. I'm gonna just say it, but it's not 100% because I still have to test them. But you know what? Let me test them, or let me put them aside until the end of the video, and I'll test them for you. How about that? Oh, up close and personal. Hey. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do this for you real quick. See, this is the old formulation, right? So this is the old Black Excess. We're going to put it here next to some other fragrances. And nearing the end of the video, we'll wrap it up in that fashion and just do that. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get back to the other fragrances. So I finally caved in and got Tony Iommi. Tony Iommi was a great fragrance, but when I initially sniffed it, I felt like it was relatively simple. I got mostly just sugary patchouli. But as time went by, I started to realize that one of my favorite fragrances is exactly that. I mean, rum, patchouli, sugar, along with some chocolate, which this one doesn't have, but this is official unboxing, by the way. Black Phantom. So it's in a family of fragrances like that. I'm not going to say that it smells like it, but I'm just saying like the whole category of fragrances, rummy, sugary, patchouli, etc. If you're all about those vibes, or if you're about those vibes, period, then you're going to enjoy this one as well. And that's exactly what I get with this one. This one, however, does have a bit more of a fruity top to it, so a more contrasting note. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is good. It's good. It's good. It's one that I really want to live with and wear and fully review. This is going to be one of the few Xerjoffs that I actually fully review. I think it's pretty interesting. At first, I didn't really appreciate it too much, but yeah, I really like this one a lot, actually. So there you go. Tony Iommi added to the collection. Right? Too close. OCD moment. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go turn the light off to like 30 times. All right, so that's that one. Last but not least, we're going to be talking about another fresh fragrance that you can find for relatively affordable prices, not like crazy cheap, but it's going to be Mefisto. And this one is the most natural smelling of them all. I know there's the Gentile Uomo or whatever it's called. And the reason why I don't like that one is because it has a metallic vibe to it. A lot of people compare that one to Silver Mountain Water, and I really don't like any of those sharp synthetic green notes. This one's going to be the most natural of all of the flankers, and with this I get a crisp, refreshing, man, it's in that family, dude, of like these types of fragrances. But I mean, more floral. This one's definitely more floral, less watery. It's a good one. Yeah, this is a good one. I'm assuming it's going to dry down into something a bit more creamy, woody, etc. But still, this is an excellent fragrance for the summertime, gentlemen. If you're looking for one, this is really good. So like I was saying, I sniffed the Gentile Uomo. Let me show you guys really quick. This one right here, I think it is. Yeah. And it's just a little bit screechier than the original. There's definitely a Silver Mountain Water vibe to the whole thing, but it smells much more natural. The Mefisto smells much more natural, tones down. Well, it doesn't really have any of that petitgrain. Let me show you guys really quick with the Silver Mountain Water. So the green tea, the petitgrain, I'm not a fan of either of those notes. And with this one, it replaces those with less harsh, less green, and sharp synthetic florals. So it's a really good one. Although I was expecting the Gentile Uomo, from memory, I thought it had some petitgrain or something in here. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty surprised that it doesn't. Maybe I need to revisit this one. We'll see. We'll see. But this one's great as well. Silver Mountain Water, much more natural smelling, less screechy. That screech turns me off with Silver Mountain Water. This, it's not there. There's another one that I sniffed more recently also, and it's for women, but honestly, I would rock this one as well. It's powdery vanilla. It's a really good one. It's called Dama Bianca. Dama Bianca. Kumquat lime, some powders, jasmine, malt ambrette, and vanilla. It's a good one. I actually really enjoy this one as well. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was my fragrance haul W. I think these are all excellent fragrances. My favorite one out of all of these, because I'm into dark, rich, sweet, etc., it's going to be that Xerjoff, the Tony Iommi. Next one would probably be like Red Colorado or Gin Tonic. It's between those two. And then the last couple would be this one as well. Mefisto. So there you have it. That's what I think about all of those. So I'm going to dedicate another like 10 minutes, let's say, for the chat, and we're going to go ahead and wrap this live up. Thank you all for being here. For those of you that are going to tune out, if you're watching this later on, I appreciate your company. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next live. For those of you that are still here, I'm going to be testing this black excess just off of the top for the brother or sister that was asking about a close one while we answer some questions. So let's see. What up, Bulent? How are you? Recommend a beast mode cherry fragrance that's original DNA. Oh, that's original. Okay, there's Memories by the Gate Paris. This is a Memories by Gate Paris is a cherry maple syrup. You have to like maple syrup though. The Memories Gate Paris, an excellent cherry maple syrup fragrance, beast mode. Okay. Whoa, I'm so busy at work finally. I hope your work day goes good, bro. This is ridiculously close, actually. Okay, I found one that's actually really close to the 2005 version. There's absolutely a difference, by the way. And Qaid al-Fursan is after the Black Excess, but not so much the 2005. But see, any dupes of Green Sapphire? I think there was one by Arda Zafran, but nothing that's memorable, bro. No. Like Paco Rabanne Phantom? Yeah, bro. There's Latafa Hayati al-Malaki, Layla al-Malaki. There's also Phase by Grandeur. There's also Latafa's Maher Legacy Silver. No, not Maher. Just go with Hayati Layl Malaki, the blue one. Oh, this is an easy one. All right, so the closest to that formula, 2005, right now, it's this one right here. It's called Classic Moment by Rasasi. Classic Moment by Rasasi is a 2005 formulation. You find this on Triple Traders, code AROMATIX. Thank me later. There's a very distinctive woody oak moss that's in this one that the new one kind of drops a little bit. I feel like it might be regulation-wise. The reason is because a lot of those woody notes do tend to get regulated later on in the future, or just maybe just sheer mass appeal. The old formulation has much more of that oak moss in comparison to the newer one, and that can be a note that a lot puts people off in general. So there you have it. Classic Moment by Rasasi, Triple Traders, code AROMATIX. You got it. Sidrat Bois Intense. I like the original more. The best Sidrat Bois is Emir Sidrat Essence by Emir. Aroma Concepts, code AROMATIX. You're welcome. That's the best one. Hands down, the best one is going to be Sidrat Essence by Emir. I got Tarathi Blue. It's very good. I also got After Effects. Smells a bit funky right now. It doesn't get better after a few weeks. I mean, mine was good immediately. Do you know what Side Effects smells like? Because some people can find that one to be funky in of itself. It has that spiced in the cumin, the vanilla, etc. Some people. My thoughts on Amouage, talking about L'Oreal selling a portion of the brand. L'Oreal knows what they're doing. They know they're watching everything and everyone. L'Oreal is smart. I think L'Oreal is smart. And Amouage is not dumb either. And, you know, at the end of the day, a business is a business. They're probably going to sell them a portion. What does a portion entail is likely to be what's going to make or break the deal. Could they potentially just be like a silent part? Who knows? Who knows? I don't think it's going to change much. I just think that L'Oreal wants a piece of the cake. But it's kind of concerning because it's just like monopolizing the entire like fragrance game. But I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's a portion too. So like with Parfums de Marly, they only own a portion of Parfums de Marly. The creative direction is still the owner of Parfums de Marly. Kenzo Ohm EDT Intense. I think it's a good soapy wood fragrance. I personally don't really like soapy. I get a soapy vibe from it, bro. That's what I think. I don't think it's a bad fragrance. I really don't. I had the Kenzo Ohm EDT and the EDP, or the Intense. The Eau de Toilette, I'm going to say meh. I'm not particular to either of them, man. But if you like soapy, Intense would be the best one to go with. Moschino Toy Boy goes a little sour. I like rose fragrances too, but Toy Boy goes sour on me. Lataf is Wujud. I haven't tried it, bro. 343. Hey, it's pretty late. I wish I knew, JD. I wish I knew. Spectre Ghost is phenomenal. Phenomenal, man. So close to Nishanizani. You guys know I take a big heat, by the way, on talking about a lot of these inspos and clones, and they blacklist my ass, literally. Like, I don't get invites, I don't get sponsorships, I don't get none of that. But you know what? I don't care, because at the end of the day, I do this for us, for you guys, seriously. And will never lose track of the mission. That's basically what it is. So, like, they had Nishani parties, etc. You think they don't know? They know. They know who the hell I am. They know what the hell I'm doing. And of course, they're gonna, but it's just something I think that is something you guys should know. That I definitely you get blacklisted for this kind of stuff, but I don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, business is business, but I think it's dumb, because if a fragrance is there, I'm going to review it. Clone, inspo, niche, designer, Middle Eastern, Zimbabwean, does it matter? If it smells good, it smells good. That's what I'm all about. Let me scroll down. Have you tried anything from Merchant of Venice? I have not. I have not tried any of those. I bought an October 22 batch of Hawas instead of... Oh, you did the right thing, man. Instead of DG light blue, you did the right thing. Wait, is L'Oreal the reason why PDM reformulated? I think L'Oreal also shut down the Angel Men line. I might be wrong. If you're right, then yeah, it's definitely a concern. I don't know. I'm ignorant to what you're saying, if they're actual facts or not. If that is the case, then it would be concerning. Otherwise, I'm not sure. 1 million Royal clone. There is one, but it's not available in the States. And God help me if I mention it, people are going to come for my ass. Thank you, Unknown. Unknown Pain. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, Soapy. I appreciate all of you guys. Seriously. Thanks for what you do, man. I appreciate that. Bad financial decisions. I make a lot of those as well. I like your name, dude. Yeah, it's real. It really is. What's my main job? I'm in the medical field. Diorum Sport Muhammad is a fantastic office fragrance. Prada L'Homme is a fantastic office fragrance. If you want to go with a cheap version, go for something like Ajmal Evoke Gold. That's a great version of Prada L'Homme. You can also rock easily Missoni Wave to the office. Al Durgham by Arda Za'faran is also a great one as well. I think that we hyped the hell out of Al Durgham to the point where I think they made a flanker now. I'm not sure. Yeah, Nishani had that launch party. Yep. You know who they did not invite? Doesn't bother me at all. Doesn't bother me at all. I don't care. I'm going to keep reviewing. The only people that matter to me is you guys. Seriously. Best Arabian Oud for summer or signature fragrance? For signature fragrance, you're amazing, by the way. I appreciate that, bro. A good signature fragrance from Arabian Oud would be something like Arabian Night Silver. That's like all year round. It's going to be more appropriate for like the summer, springtime. If you want a stronger version, the gold. The gold is practically the same thing. It is the same thing, you guys. It's just more muskier, more vanillic, and it lasts longer. Arabian Night Gold. There is another one that you can rock during like the spring, fall, and even certain summer days. Sultani. Sultani is amazing. It does that whole cashmere and musk vibe, but it also adds berries to the top of it. If you want to go a little bit cheaper, there's a fragrance called Different by Arabian Oud, and it's basically a Middle Eastern version of something like YSLY. It's called Different. It's a bit more aromatic, a little bit spicier than YSLY, or muskier, I should say. Sorry, not spicier. It's a bit muskier. It takes that cashmere vibe from some of those fragrances. It's that Arabian Oud funk, basically, and adds it to that DNA. Wa alaikum assalam. I'm 17 baht Qa'id al-Fursan Kayan Classic Rayhan Pacific as Eid gifts for myself because of you. I appreciate that, man. God bless you, Habibi. And Eid Mubarak, and stay in school. Keep grinding, bro. You smell amazing. Keep grinding, bro. Happy Eid, man. Any clones of Louis Vuitton's Imagination? So with Louis Vuitton, did I buy L'Immensity or Imagination? Man, I keep getting those two mixed up. So look, I bought some Louis Vuitton fragrances. I bought a fourth one, and I think I bought L'Immensity. Let me just double check real quick. I did buy L'Immensity. L'Immensity? Or did I buy Imagine? I bought L'Immensity. And I'm sorry, man, but a lot of the Louis fragrances are overhyped. A lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them. Yeah, Lemensity, I'm sorry, bro. I don't really care for that. Or Imagination, I don't really care for that one that often or that well. But the reason why I returned Lemensity is because of this fragrance right here. First off, I returned it because it was too simple, man. It smelled like white floral honeyed water eventually because of some of that water notes and ambroxan and basically as simple as that. But I returned it because of this. This is called Kuros Blue Spice by Khedlej. It smells ridiculously close to Lemensity. Unbelievable. And I didn't even open the box yet. I sniffed this one and I had a little sample as well. And I sprayed them both. And there was no way in hell I was going to keep. I just thought about it. Okay, what am I going to keep it for? To like flash you guys with it? What's the point? Like, if I don't like it, why buy it? That's it. So that was the best one. It's called Blue Spice Kuros. Performance on Nazih Silver. That's one that I still have to live with a little bit to give you an honest performance rating, bro. Lincoln, I'm sure it's gonna come. I'm sure. I just cannot say when. I don't understand. Did you know about Yusuf Bai? Is his stuff legit? No, it's a show. Yeah, for the dose. I actually went to try and meet him. Didn't work out. It's come on, man. They're pre-made oils. I respect his hustle though. I mean, cool. It is what it is. But yeah, no. Thank you, Tafari. Just honest. I would never recommend a fragrance that I don't like. Period. Have I tried Mind Games Sissa? No. Best tropical fragrances. Cheap or not cheap? Yeah, Ignite Oud is fire. Mohammed. Tell him, bro. Love this stuff. Love this stuff. The reason why I like this one better than Oud Marcuja, hear me out, is because Oud Marcuja is very inky and dry. And that's the one thing that this does a little bit better. The leather in this is fattier and it's a little bit more well-rounded than even Oud Marcuja. Try it for yourself. Lasted 3 days on clothing. Absolutely insane. Many greetings from Egypt. Mustafa, Habibi, Eid Mubarak, bro. Thank you. Scroll down. Bakhur, Hypnotic Oud, and Junaid Oils. You're this. That's what's up, man. Hypnotic Oud is good. Does Nitro Red have some salty aquiness of Hawas? I don't really get a saltiness of Hawas, but it has it's quite different from Hawas, but it will give you a similar vibe, bro. Narciso Blue Parfum. Good smooth iris? Yes. And suede, though. And suede. Performance is mid, though. Performance with that fragrance is mid. 40 Knots or Mefisto? Which one would you recommend? Mefisto, you'll get more wears out of. 40 Knots, I wasn't really... it's a good fragrance, but I will never wear that, probably. Cheap. Okay, so best cheap tropical fragrances. Thank you, Javon. So we've got quite a few, actually. One of my favorite fragrances, tropical favorite fragrances right now, this is a unisex fragrance. It smells like jungle juice, basically. This is Hanan by Fragrance World. Hanan, Hanan. That's one. The other one that I will say is a pretty good creamy coconut tropical fragrance is this one right here, Qa'ad al-Fursan Unlimited. Creamy coconut and white florals. This is an excellent coconut-based fragrance. That's also unisex as well. Most of these tropical fragrances are going to be unisex. One of my favorite tropical fragrances right now, but this is, I have to admit, syrupy sweet. So in the summertime, you got to be careful with the trigger for this one. It's called Honor and Glory by Latafa, an excellent one as well. Pretty tropical, in my opinion. This is another fragrance that I think is relatively tropical in the fruity fruit basket type of tropical. So much, much brighter. This is called Barouge Mysterious. Barouge Mysterious has the tropical like Herba Pura vibes. So it's very bright, but it also has that sponge sugar and saffron of the Baccarat Rouge 540 type of vibe. Let's see, what else is tropical? Yeah, so those are a few tropical fragrances for you that are cheapies. Top 3 best smooth, good longevity iris. Okay, good longevity. Prada L'Homme, I don't know if it's like smooth, but it's a good one and it has good longevity. The original Dior Homme pre-formulation was a great smooth iris. However, unfortunately, it's been discontinued. And longevity on that was mid as well. It wasn't really the best one. Dior Homme Intense absolutely has one of the best iris notes as well. It's that buttery. There is JPG Le Male Le Parfum, but I don't really get that same buttery iris, but it's there. It's a powdery iris. What else? Those were the three. There are more fragrances. That Narciso Rodriguez is a pretty good iris as well. It's not a bad iris by any means, but it does have that distinct iris as well. There's also the Gentleman Society Extreme. I think that one has iris now too. Let's see. But it also has coffee in it as well. I love that fragrance, man. If you're into those rich, yeah, it does have iris, bro. Orris root, it's thick, creamy. It's a really good one as well. So there you go, bro. I couldn't find a dupe for Roja Parfums Harrods Pour Homme. I have no idea, bro, on that one, bro. It's exclusive, so I don't really know. How about Interlude Black Iris for a good longevity? Yes, that is a good one, but it does have that extremely strong interlude vibe. But the best one is going to be, the best inspo are the ones from Fragrance World. This one right here. All of these Valor fragrances, they're absolutely amazing. The Abrage, this line. So this is Abrage Night Iris. It's unbelievably close. Unbelievably close. But yeah, to be honest with you guys, I haven't reached for anything of what's it called? Interlude in a long time. I just don't find myself needing or feeling like I want to wear that fragrance. Another one is Reserve Privé, by the way, for the Iris gentleman. Second bottle of Ignite Oud, draining it like crazy. Man, it's insane, bro. And I haven't even dropped the full review for that one. That one deserves one. What do you recommend for an aromatic spicy fragrance with different peppers? I can give you some spicy fragrances. I don't know if it's going to be, let me see what I have here. So for an aromatic spicy fragrance, this one isn't really, see, I was going to say this right here, Paradox Tribute by Fragrance World, but this one is going to be around the, it's tobacco rose. So it's tobacco rose, but also relatively spicy as well. This is called Paradox Tribute. This smells insane quality for what it's actually going for, if it's not already sold out. Another one that we can say is aromatic and spicy. I wouldn't really call this spicy. No, this is woody, sweet, oudi. This is the Latent Exclusive. Right off the top, man, it's hard for me to like narrow it down with a description like that. But Chocolatey Gourmand fragrance that's cheap. Cacao Dreams by Alexandria Fragrances. One of the best one. Smells like a Tootsie Roll. Yeah, this is, by the way, the person asking about the 2005 formula, that is spot on. I mean, it's like 90%, but it's so close. Best aquatic fragrance. I don't really have a best aquatic fragrance, but some of my favorite aquatic fragrance include Invictus Legend. It has something aromatic. I like aquatic aromatic fragrances. I don't like them just aquatic. But also Versace Pour Homme. You cannot go wrong with Versace Pour Homme. One of the best aquatic fragrances for sure. Another one would probably be something niche, an aquatic niche fragrance. Let me see. Yeah, I love this one right here. It's called Oceanic Symphony. This is a pretty aquatic, bright, citrusy fragrance as well. That's from Sphinx. But also I do love, that's more of a citrus. I was going to say Afternoon Swim. شنو رأيك بعطر Nitro Red? I love it, Omar. I love Nitro Red. I've been raving about that one. Warm Memories Gold for the last time tonight since warm weather is here. It's so good. It is a great vanilla fragrance, but unfortunately, when a lot of people start talking about a fragrance, it becomes like taboo to talk about it too. So I just kind of stopped. But just because I feel like, I also feel like how many people do you need to tell you that, oh my God, this is great. Once it gets like to that point, I'm just like, okay, next, I'm going to go find something a little bit more interesting. Now everybody smells like this. So let me go find something else. That's how I feel about it, honestly. there's a certain morals code that I go by as well too. When it's like that, it's like, all right, no. Just edits, Habibi. The best Arabian oud, that's very subjective, bro. But Sultani, there you go. Sultani is one of the best Arabian oud fragrances, bro. One of the best ones. But I mean, take that with a grain of salt, bro, because I'm still unboxing a lot of them. And you guys are going to be seeing a lot of these haul videos just like this, but actually edited format of Middle Eastern niche. Like I've got all of the new Qissa perfumes. The Qissa perfumes, all of them are on the way. They actually were supposed to be delivered today. I wasn't there to sign for it, so it's yeah. Any recommendations on Atab al-Marshud? There isn't anything that I really like fell in love with, but a lot of people like the whites. We both love elixirs. I love elixirs. Top 3 elixirs ever. Bro, straight up, it's going to be Boss Bottled Elixir, hands down the best one for me. Sauvage Elixir, you can't go wrong. And then also, I mean, Le Male Elixir is good, man, but is it the best? I kind of want to leave that 3 spot open, man. I want to leave that 3 spot open. I think Le Male Elixir is one of the best ones from that DNA, but I'll leave number 3 open. Sauvage Elixir, Boss Bottled Elixir is number 1, though. For now. We'll see. We'll see. If Spice Bomb would just do an elixir, Spice Bomb Elixir, and what they should do is take that damn extreme and add more vanilla, or like take the vanilla and add some oud. Like just take that DNA and add some like creamy Laotian oud or something like that, bro. Like creamy oud, sandalwood and oud, along with that Spice Bomb Extreme DNA. That would be amazing, man. But they want to come out with a leather. So we'll talk about that tomorrow, or you guys will see that video tomorrow. It is what it is. Maher Legacy or the other clone? Which one has the more minty smell? Abi, I'll tell you that Maher Legacy does smell great. It's the best smelling one. I like Maher Legacy smell more than any of the other ones. Even the original, I like it more than the original. It has a little bit more of that mint. The problem is, though, you can't smell it after like 2.5, 3 hours. So it's like, are you even smelling it? That's the only problem. Otherwise, the other one smells closer to the original. It's not as aromatic as Maher Legacy Silver, unfortunately. But Posh Sirius is going to be the longer lasting one. Unfortunately, the original itself doesn't last much on me, but that's on me. So I don't know how it's going to perform for you. But Scent Profile, yeah, Maher Legacy Silver. But if I'm being true, my recommendation would be that one doesn't perform. That's it. Let's see. Going to scroll down. What's up, Hermes? Boss Bottled Elixir or the Scent Elixir? I prefer this. I prefer Boss Bottled Elixir, bro. I prefer Boss Bottled Elixir. At first, it was like, okay. But then I just fell absolutely in love with it, man. Is there a better match to Rehab other than Spice Bomb? Well, it's Spice Bomb Extreme would be a better match to Rehab, not the original Spice Bomb. And the answer to that would be no, bro. I want K-On Classic, but it's only on Aura Fragrance. Is that a legit? Yeah, it's legit. Best from the Valentino line. I love Coral Fantasy, but I love personally also, I like Coral Fantasy. I would have to say it's too safe for me to say the best, but it's the truth. It's one of the best. I will say, however, though, Uomo Intense is like the most unique out of them all. And even Valentino Uomo would be number 3. So Coral Fantasy and Uomo Intense. Uomo Intense is better, in my opinion. Harder to wear, though. If you're not in like cold weather like Michigan, you're not going to ever wear Uomo Intense. It's really rich. The mandarin, the iris, etc. That's another buttery iris, by the way. Valentino Uomo Intense. A great one. Busma Sultani or Diwan Sultani? I've not tried Remember Me Blue that I could remember. Actually, I think I did try, but it was forgettable. Don't take that with a grain of salt, bro, because I haven't consciously tried that one and made a conscious decision. So I'll potentially try that one in the near future. I will try that one in the near future. Any good clones of Creed's original Santal? Honestly, the best recommendation I can give you would be just go for Mont Blanc Individuel. A great one, honestly. I like this one more. I like this one more than original Santal. Cheaper as well. Best oud for Majmal? I don't have any ouds for Majmal. Not that I know of. What about a fragrance that's salty and peppery? Honestly, the only one that I know of is called Salt and Pepper from that niche brand. I think it's called Precious Liquids. Yeah, Precious Liquids. That's the only one that I know of that smells like salt and pepper. You have an interesting taste, brown boy. Roses Musk by Montal. I don't think I've tried that one, bro. Apple Brandy by Killian. Apple Brandy by Killian is a great one. I like Apple Brandy a lot. This is like a good sexy time fragrance, man. Like Netflix and chill. This is a great, underrated one, actually. That's a beastly fragrance, Shetty. A beastly amber woods, vanilla, and some peppers. Beastly. Coral is the sexiest. One of, I agree. What would you say is the most complimented fragrance? Truthfully, Osman, sorry. Most complimented fragrances are going to be the ones that I used to wear the most of, genuinely, because I mean that's what people recognized me for, and if they thought I smelled good, they would compliment me. And for that reason, my signature scent was Salvatore Uomo. I wore this day in and day out a lot. This is one of my most complimented fragrances, period. It's going to be Salvatore Uomo, and this right now is like under $45. I'll do my best to link after the video. Walaikum salam. When is Ultra Blue coming out? Ultra Blue. Refresh my memory, please. Are you still liking Salt from Fragrance World? Waiting for it to arrive. Soapy Cricket, I'm not going to say that I'm not, like, if I enjoyed it, I'm always going to enjoy it. I'm not going to say that it's like the most, it smells like sea salt and caramel by Boho Boko. It's very unique. It's an aquatic fragrance with a caramel dry down. It's not going to be something that you actually like get a gourmand, far from a gourmand, but it's very unique. Very, very unique. And it's actually surprisingly close to that sea salt caramel by Boho Boko. Yes, it's a good fragrance. It's a good fragrance. Very different. Very different. This is niche territory. Hey, God bless you for the $20,000. I'm rich. Imagine, guys. I appreciate it, bro. God bless you for the super chat, even if it's 20 cents. I love you for that, and I appreciate you for that. And I hope God brings it back to you 3,000 times. How about that? What is the most refined perfumes you've smelled? Honestly, the most refined fragrances, Mr. Sarmento, is going to be, also thank you for being a member, bro. Love you for that. Is going to be niche fragrances in general, bro. I don't really want to say one brand because it's always changing, man. It's always changing. That's just the reality of business. That's the reality of any consumerism in America for the most part, is advancement, technological advancement. We're always wanting more. We're always getting more. That's the consumer. That's what we do. We eat, consume, better, more. That's the reality of life. So a lot of these brands are getting better. And just when I think like I love this brand the most, the next brand, you know, anything you can do, I can do better. And just like, for example, look at the elixirs. Look at the elixirs. Sauvage Elixir set the trend. Next was like, I'm going to do one even better than you. Next was same thing. That's what happens. Not only with the dupe brands, but also with the designers, also with the niche. With that being said, a lot of the fragrance brands that are like the highest end, honestly, man, you get what you pay for with a lot of them. It really depends on how exclusive and how high end some of the fragrances are. And it really comes down to like ingredients. For example, let me give you an example here. Okay. So this right here is a Givenchy fragrance. If we look at some of their designer fragrances, they're not going to be like top tier. They do smell good. They smell high end. But this right here is like $400. Okay. But the ingredients, it's like resinoids. You get some, what is it called? I forget what it's called, extracts, like the most concentrated forms. And then in that regards, it's like, okay, these are the highest end. There isn't like a brand where it's just like flat across the board. Sure, some people may say something like Boudicca, the Victorious. Those are top tier fragrance in terms of quality. So I will say that in that regards, there are some that are supposed to be held to a certain standard. And for the most part, I will say that like fragrances like Boudicca, Roja Parfums, those are top tier fragrances. But nowadays, my point is that a lot of these brands are catching up, if not already there, and they're not always that expensive. So there you go. That's my honest opinion. So I think that it's going to be a little bit more particular to the certain fragrance that you're going to be trying. So I don't really, oh, you weren't even asking for the brands. You were just asking for perfumes. Anyways, so let's see what's, Sammy, I've been into fragrances my entire life. Have you tried Blush Elixir? I think it's better and stronger than Blush. I have Blush Elixir. Girl, bye. Where is it? Yeah, I have Blush Elixir. It's sweeter. It's sweeter. It's a good... What did I spray here? Oh, Tony Iommi. Yeah, those are good. It's a sweeter version. It's not going to be as easy to wear though, Lindsay. The original is going to be more of a signature scent capable fragrance. Perfumes from Oud Elite. Yeah, I have plenty of Oud Elite fragrances. You're going to be seeing those in the very near future of unboxing hauls. This is another one that I unboxed. It's called Ghali. I've got a lot of them, actually. I've got Makarim. I've got Ghali. There's a lot of them. A lot of them coming, bro. Shubs. We got it. A lot. Probably about 10 of them. Arabian Oud Busma. Better smelling and performing. 100%. Best Guerlain. Best Guerlain. I love L'Homme Ideal Extreme. I don't like to say best because it's very subjective. But for me, some of my favorite Guerlains is going to be L'Homme Ideal Extreme. I also really, really like Forte. The Aqua Ilaria, I think that's what it's called. Aqua Ilaria or something like that. Forte Mandarin Basilic. Forte, though. It's an excellent fragrance for the summertime as well. Glorious Oud Royal Blanc. I think it's a great one. I don't know if it's the best one. I think it's a great one. Longevity on it is not going to be the best, but yes, I think it's one of the best ones. I hear you on that. Got to smell like a snack. I hear you. Al Haramain Amber Oud Gold Edition is probably one of the best Herba Puras. One of the closest Herba Puras. I love you too. Bad financial decisions. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Don't go too far back. They get a little cringe, but it's all good. The content's still good, though, bro. Uomo needs 15 sprays to reject. Which Uomo, bro? Salvatore? Nah, man. Well, I always spray about 10 times anyway. Does great on me, though, man. How many times? About 8 to 10 sprays is my usual home of sprays, honestly. Rosewood or Risala? I would personally go with Risala. Cedrat Bois EDP or the intense version? EDP. You're the best, Soapy. Thank you, bro. Any Arita by Fragrance World update, the Electric Cherry Clone. I have it. I'm not sure when they're going to release it, bro. I'm really not sure. I'm going to start scrolling down, ladies and gentlemen, start wrapping this up. Did you answer my 2 questions? I'm moderating in a notary room in a clubhouse as lead moderator. Sorry, which ones are your questions, bro? Let me see if I can find it. Got my French Avenue After Effect. Beast Mode Longevity After Shower. Skin is still on scent. I love that you're loving it, bro. Good live, my man. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that, Brian. Arrehab Silver. I don't have that one, bro. CDN Sillage is rumored to be one of the best ones, man. What up, Neeb? What up, Hybrid? How are you? I got some Oud. Amber Oud Extreme. Al Haramain. It's a beast. That's what's up, man. Have you tried Xerjoff Oud Elixir? No. Wasn't anything like I expected. Hey, that's what's up. It's pretty close to the original, just stronger for me, from what I remember from the show. It's been a while. Ultra Blue. Now I remember. I don't know when it's coming out exactly, but check Best Brands Perfume. He's usually the one that has it. Chris usually has it. One of the first people. So let's see, Notary, if you can ask it one more time, because I have a lot of comments. I don't think I can find yours. Oh, here it is. Okay, what Qatar original from Qatar? I don't think I have any Qatari original. Well, let me give you a Middle Eastern original that is unisex for the spring and summer. Here it is right here. I don't know if I would consider this unisex, but I would say it is relatively unisex in my opinion. This has one of the best Herba Pura style fresh fragrances. And you would not expect that from this because of the fact that it looks like a freaking Zippo. It's called Solid Black. I mean, it's one of the most vanillic fruit basket type fragrances, closer to something like Kirke with a bit of musk. And the musk that they use in Arabian Oud, like I said, it smells like that whole Cashmeran vibe, which takes it just ever so slightly towards the masculine side of things, but still relatively unisex in my opinion. It's called Solid Black. Let's see another one that's fresh and unisex. I wouldn't really consider that one unisex. Perseus is not really that unisex. That's not Middle Eastern niche either. So I think that's going to be the best one for right now. In fact, there's actually one more. Let me see here. This is a white musk type fragrance though. And I don't know if it's going to be the freshest. It's not really the freshest, but it's going to be more appropriate for like the springtime. And this is close to something like Initio's Musk Therapy. Extremely high quality, but it does have a little bit more of like white musk tahara. This is extremely high quality, but you guys have to enjoy the white musk, okay? This is called Wasm al Musk, basically. Wasm al Musk, WASMAL Musk. This is by Arabian Oud. A very strong white musk fragrance. Imagine musk therapy without those cherry blossom vibes. Less florals, more concentration around just the musk nature of the fragrance. That's what this is. Kind of has like this lotiony feel, all about the spring. And even, I would say even fall time you can get away with this one, but more so springtime. That would be Wasm al Musk. Very unisex as well. It reminds me of like Moroccan musk, Moroccan vibes, basically. My favorite fragrance at the moment, it's still going to be Dior Homme, the original pre-formulation Dior Homme Parfum, etc. I don't really think I have so many fragrances. It would, if I keep changing, it's going to be, I don't think it would be genuine unless it's like something I absolutely go into. Like Salvatore Uomo is one of my favorites. It's under $50. Yeah. What up, Coach Keith? Appreciate you for being a member, bro. Love you for that. Seriously. Do you know Fragrantica? I really don't. I really don't. I don't know if who knows, man. I don't want to put out any false rumors or anything like that, but I genuinely don't know, bro. It is interesting though. I think because a lot of their fragrances like lookalikes and stuff like that. I don't know. I really don't. 17-year-old want an everyday cologne. Should I buy Qaid al-Fursan or the unlimited one? Qaid al-Fursan, the original. The unlimited one is creamy coconut. You might find it slightly more feminine leaning, especially at your age. Go with the original one, Qaid al-Fursan. It's a good one. Or even, honestly, if you want something a little bit stronger but does this very similar DNA, check this one out, bro. It's a bit stronger than that. It's called Nitro Platinum. Nitro Platinum. This is stronger than that one. Does it very similar too. And my dog's barking. I think this pretty much. What fragrance am I? Ignite Oud by Ahmed Al-Maghribi. I swear to God, I'm going to be rocking this Eid. Oof. You guys, if you guys could sniff this through the camera, unbelievable. Strong. Blonde Amber. Yeah, that's one of my favorite amber fragrances of all time. It's right there. One of my favorite amber fragrances of all time is Blonde Amber. Love it. For Carlisle, Baron or Bruges. Baron is more of a twist. It has some red tobacco vibes in it as well. So I would say Bruges Perle d'Or. And don't worry about the spelling. You're good, Connie. You're welcome, Sammy. Longevity of Smooth Ultra Fresh New York Avenue. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about this? Not sure which one you're talking about. Boo-boo, I'm going to wait for you to clarify, and then I'm going to wrap this live up, okay? I don't want to leave you on that foot. My favorite amouage is Royal Tobacco. It's not going to be everybody's favorite, though. It's very, very testy. That's from Paris Corner. Brian, I'm not sure, but I'm going to be packing a lot within the next week or two. A lot of people have been requesting those. Oh, on this one, I haven't tested it yet. I haven't tested it yet. But off the initial impression, it smells relatively decent. I mean, it's average. I don't know. I can't tell you, bro. I haven't tested it yet, but I am going to be testing it within the next 3 to 4 days. But I will say that it is the closest inspo that I have in my collection, period. Mr. Sarmento, is MFK Oud Silk Oud Mood worth it, or is there better? I personally am not crazy about it, but I do like the fragrance enough to buy it. I bought a bottle of it, but if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Where is shit? I can't even find it, bro. Oud Silk Mood. I bought a bottle of it. I don't think it's the best fragrance in the world, but I bought a bottle of it. What do you have from Roja? I have Midsummer Dream. I have 1819. I have Elysium. I have Sweetie Oud. I have Elysium Eau Intense. I have Vetiver on the way. Isola Blue and Oceania also on the way. I bought them all. I buy them all, by the way, for those that want to say something. But yeah. One of my worst blind buys from Xerjoff, though, guys, is this right here. It's called ILM. ILM smells like, I don't want to offend anyone if you have this fragrance. But oh my God. Oud. But it's like bad. I'm starting to appreciate it more. Holy shit, that's weird. I'm actually starting to appreciate this one more. But still smells like bad breath. Yeah, very animalic oud. Whew. I'm actually starting to appreciate. I'm wow. I'm surprised. So it smells like a combination of like maybe this Cambodia oud, and that's probably why I'm starting to appreciate it, because I got the last few days I've been rocking with some actual oud and burning more oud lately. Gucci Guilty Elixir, worth it. And what do you think of it? I'm not ecstatic about it. It smells like a stronger version of Reflection Man. A lot of people like it though. A lot of people like it. How's the performance with Roja? There's a lot of Roja haters, man. There are a lot of Roja haters, and I swear to God, I buy all of my fragrances from Roja Parfums. Not a single one. But I'll be honest, man. One of the best men's fragrances is Elysium. Period. It's not going to be the best performance if you spray it under 8 times. I spray this like 8 to 10 to 12 times. If I'm going to buy it, I'm going to wear it like I want to smell like it. Period. And at that rate, I get like 7-8 hours. Perfectly fine, bro. I have no problem with it. Another one. Yeah, it's good. Isola Blue is good. Isola Blue is good. Better, in my opinion, than Oceania, but good. Taraf by Arabian Oud. Hamza. Taraf, from what I remembered, smelled like Imperial Valley by Qissa. I'll revisit it, inshallah. Why the name Aromatics? I always curious. Honestly, I just thought about a cool name that sounds like aroma. It just popped up, man. It actually turned out to be one of the best names. Any reviewer you're watching says my name. Any reviewer. Yeah, it's got a lot of aromatics, and bing, who pops up? This motherfucker with this bull's hat. By the way, I own about 18 pairs of this exact same hat. I kid you not. Let me show you. Just in this room, I have the hat as well. Okay. And the only reason I wear it is because having curly hair, I don't feel like fixing my hair every single video. But yeah, here you go. What? Yeah. So I've got clones of hats too. But no, I found them on sale for like $11.99. And these new eras are usually like, I think $30. So I bought like 10 of them at once at one time. But yeah. Is Luxador still making perfumes? I honestly don't know. Luxador had some great fragrances, by the way, once upon a time, but I haven't seen much of them. I think they're perfume AE now. That's what they are now. Best fragrance from Abdul Samad Al-Qurashi. I'm still visiting a lot of those fragrances, but right now I have to. I would personally say that I'm enjoying Cardamom Body Oud. A lot of people will like that one. Tobacco as well. Safari Extreme for me is one of the most unique. I love that one as well. Safari Blue was a little bit let down. Safari Blue, this one right here. I was a little bit let down by that one, but I think the full review, did it post yet? I don't think so. But it's going to post soon. Dumont Nitro Collection. I think they're fantastic fragrances. They're fantastic fragrances. Favorite underrated Lattafa fragrance. Okay, so this is from the brand of Lattafa, but it's a sub-brand. It's called Asdaf, and it's called... Where is it? Let me pull it out really quick. Hang on one second, guys. This right here. By the way, Arda Za'faran is also a sister company or a sub-branch of Lattaf as well. And so is this. This is Asdaf. It's called Oud Tamin. Oud Tamin is a hidden gem. This is a hidden freaking gem. Creamy, sandalwoody. I don't know what it is. Vanillic. It's got a lot in it, but it smells amazing. It's called Oud Tamin. It's not fresh, though, at all. Not fresh at all. I got you, Mr. Sarmento. I'm doing, actually, I just recorded my favorite 10 of all time. Oh, shit, I did the part 1. I'm doing my all-time 10 favorite fragrances of all time, but I'm segmenting it into 2 videos. The reason being is because I have a lot to say about it and why it's my favorite. I feel like it should be a heavy video, and it is actually a heavy video. What's the hourglass? This one right here. This is by Abdul Samad Al-Qurashi. It's called Dihin Al-Oud Atiq. Believe it or not, I've never even sprayed this yet. So I will be doing first impression on that soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go ahead. Is Lattafa Dubai Mango? I never tried Dubai Mango. Dubai Mango? Which one is this? Let me see. Which one are you talking about? You clarify, because I don't think... Are you talking about Ajaib Dubai? The white one? Smells like Paco Rabanne's Fame for women, which is mid. It's mid. What pineapple fragrances would you choose over Qad al-Fursan? Is Rave Now better? I don't like Rave Now as much as Qad al-Fursan, no. I have Bright Peach, yes. I keep getting an aerosol smell from it. I don't really wear it too often, though, Bright Peach. Safari is a little bit better, though. Safari Elixir. It came out a little bit later, though. This right here. An aerosol vibe. You know what? I just got that, dude. Yes, it's in this fragrance as well. I think that's crazy you said that. I will never see this fragrance the same again. Damn. Damn. I think it's in the original as well. Wow, how fast I picked that up. You just ruined that fragrance for me. That is crazy. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. And I do different content on every... the short platforms, they stay relatively similar. But yeah, I'm on TikTok as well. I collect for the look of the bottle. I hear you. I don't, the dog. I don't have a actual release date. I had once upon a time, but... Are you a fan of Lalique fragrances like Ancre Noir? I will say that I like Ancre Noir El Extreme. More recently, because of the fact that I've like started to really enjoy it better more recently. The original Sport is pretty good as well. I haven't tried the Indigo. I think I'll be picking that one up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be wrapping this one up now. There is no clone for Narcotic Delight. Emmanuel, I'm sorry, but we're wrapping this up. Black Rose, I've never tried it. Notary Giant, I hope you have a fantastic night. Thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate you. We've all been searching for liquid Bruin like crackheads, bro. I agree. I only have 3 designer fragrances. YSL L'Homme EDP. Love YSL L'Homme EDP. Gucci Guilty Pour Homme. That's a good one as well. Valentino Born Aroma. Eau de Toilette. I want one more designer. What you recommend, sir? Coral Fantasy by Valentino. Seriously, that's an excellent one. But it looks like you might need something a little bit fresher, though. So maybe go with... you have Gucci Guilty Pour Homme. Try between Prada L'Homme, the original, and Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. You might need something a bit fresh, though. But you do have the YSL L'Homme kind of... I was going to recommend YSL Y EDP, but Prada, the YSL L'Homme EDP is in that relatively similar family. Try between Prada L'Homme, Versace Eros Flame, and or Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. Those are the other ones that I would recommend. You as well, take it easy. Himano, I'm going to have to answer this one another time. 3 most luxurious smelling fragrances. I will say, though, that Inflammé is one of my most luxurious smelling fragrances, along with 24 by YSL, and also Spirit of Dubai Fahama, along with Jabal al-Lawz from Arabian Oud, and Royal Tobacco from Amouage. Armani Code Parfum, that's another great one. Best Aqua de Jo. This isn't an actual Aqua de Jo, but Ajmal Shiro is one of the strongest ones in that realm. That's pretty much it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Love you guys. And until the next live stream, peace.